this is Uncle T Boxing. I'm delighted. Well, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. What's your name?
I'm FINA. I'm VP of Operations at Greg Cohen Promotions. We represent Jerome Miller.
Okay, so how's London treated you so far?
Oh man, London's been great. We've received a warm welcoming. We went to Brick Lane yesterday, and the fans were coming out giving Big Baby some props, and it was very nice.
Did you guys just come in yesterday? How long have you been in
I've been
London?
here since Friday.
Okay.
Jarrell actually came in yesterday.
Okay, so you came in just to make sure everything was all
Correct, yeah.
Okay, that's sort of the things you do to make things easy for Jerome Miller.
Of course.
I heard you in a press conference. You sounded quite convincing. You seemed confident for your guy, Jerome Miller. What do you see in that in Joshua that you feel confident that your guy's going to be on top?
Well, I know that Jarrell's going to take Joshua's best shots, and he's going to walk right through it. He's going to keep coming, and he's going to apply pressure. And Joshua's just going to have to be able to deal with that. He's hit the canvas already, so he's going to hit the canvas again June 1st, for sure.
You believe that?
100%.
100%. Okay. I like to. What I like to do after the fight takes place, I go back to my interviews and I watch it, and we see you might be right, you might not be, but you're saying 100%. So what else are you guys doing when you guys going back to?
I actually go back today, but Jarrell is going to stay until Wednesday, finish up some more media, and then he'll go back, and then he'll be in Florida for camp.
Okay. So how long have you known Miller for?
I've known Jarrell for about 7 years. I knew him before he signed with us.
Okay.
Like I said in the press conference, we were actually introduced through a mutual friend, a DJ in New York City, and he was trying to work with Jarrell and shop him around and trying to help him, kind of as a manager, but not signed to, officially as a manager.
Yeah. What are the qualities of Jerome Miller? His personality as a person.
Well, when you get into his personality, Jarrell is a big baby, man. He's like the best. He's a big teddy bear. He's friendly. He has everything the camera wants to see. The people want to see somebody with charisma, someone who could talk, who could sell themselves. That's what boxing is. Outside of the ring, you got to sell yourself. You are your own brand, and you have to be able to relate to the people and make the people love you and want to support you. And I think that he does that really well. Inside the ring, Jarrell's an animal. He's a savage. He's coming to take your head off. He's throwing a million punches. He doesn't fight like a heavyweight. He fights like a middleweight. He's gonna take your best shot, man. He's gonna keep coming. I've never seen a guy with a chin like Jarrell. Ever. I've been in boxing a very long time. I'm young, but I've been in boxing about 15 years on the business side. So I've seen guys come and go, but Jarrell, he by far has the best chin in the game.
Yeah. I've seen him fight a few times. I'm very, very impressed the way he walks. When he fought Washington, he did a much better job than Deontay Wilder did.
Sure.
You just walked through him, he just made him quit.
Right, he's going to break you down. He's going to break you down. He's going to go to the body. He's going to go to the head. He's going to break you down, and he's going to overwhelm you. A lot of guys can't prepare, especially a heavyweight, for another guy that throws as many punches as he does. For a heavyweight, it's impressive the amount of shots that he throws.
Yeah. Well, watching a lot of boxing, some people might say he throws a lot of punches because of the resistance. Those sort of punches he throws are not strong enough to stop Joshua from coming in. And another
Who
thing.
says?
That's what I read on in comments and things. And another thing is, and even Joshua calls him a fisted sort of guy.
It's fine. He has the same amount of knockouts as Joshua, so that comment is fucking stupid.
Well, Joshua's fought like a higher caliber.
Has he?
Say?
He fought a washed-up Klitschko, Povetkin. Like, has he really? Has he?
Well, on paper.
Okay.
On paper, you would say. What other names would you say that he's beaten that is better than that would beat?
In my opinion, I think they're very well matched. I think they're very evenly matched. They have basically the same amount of fights, same amount of knockouts. Jarrell's 6'4", Joshua's 6'6". They're 29, 30 years old. This is not a mismatch. You know, this isn't some guy that Joshua's just going to walk through. This isn't a walk in the park. You know, he's overlooking him like, you know, like he hasn't had the same caliber as, yeah, he doesn't have a gold medal. He didn't have all the amateur accolades. But amateurs and the pros are very different. You know, you take that headgear off and you put on those little gloves, it's a lot different. You know, so all that shit doesn't even matter. We're going to find out June 1st.
One of the interesting things about Jeremiah, I would say, as a boxing fan, is the question is if he could take Joshua's punch, and if he could, I've already put down my social medias all over. I was like, if he could take his punch, it's going to be a long night for Joshua.
Sure.
But that's the question.
Yeah.
Could he take the punch? Has he fought anyone with that sort of power?
That's shown.
Well, he hasn't fought anyone with that sort of with Joshua's.
He's been kicked to the head. You know what I mean? Like people forget he was a professional kickboxer and on a highest level. You know, he could take a punch. He's been in camp with Klitschko. He's been in camp with all these guys. Like, he could take a punch. He learned in the pros. He didn't learn pity pat punching in the amateurs. He's taken the best from the best guys. You know, so to say, you know, can he take a punch? Like, that's already proven.
Talking about taking a punch, it's been well documented. And Fury came out saying he dropped him in sparring 7 times.
I believe none of what I hear and half of what I see. So, you know, if I ain't see it, it ain't happen.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But is there any other things you want to tell me?
Just
any other boxers that might be fighting on the undercard on June the 1st?
You know, I'm not aware of what, you know, I don't think the undercard has even been, you know, made up yet, so I can't really throw anybody out there. But just, you know, be prepared for June 1st and be ready for a new world champion.
How's your relationship been with his publicist? I don't even know her name. I could see her there.
This Alvina. I'll get her over. Yeah. Alvina, come here. You're going to get on here real quick.
Do her by herself.
No. He has a question for you.
All right.
You could have stayed there and just sat down there. Just stay there and just look back to me. Thank you. So how's your relationship been with this lovely lady next to me?
Oh, amazing. My relationship has been amazing since I met her 3 years ago. Just always one way, consistent, beautiful, kind, genuine, powerhouse in boxing. Not only is she now on the corporate side of boxing, but she was an actual boxer. She was a fighter, so she understands the psyche.
She was a fighter. You didn't tell me that.
She understands.
We'll speak a little bit more.
She understands the psyche. She understands the mentality, and she understands the grind, especially as a woman and what it takes to put in the effort. So those would make great executives, those that have skin in the game. So her relationship with Jarrell is also really close as to the entire team. Just a straightforward person like myself. We're honest, we're brutal, because we're not yes people. We care about him as a whole person. Everyone on his team, from his cousin Jamal right here to myself.
Hi, Jamal.
Yes.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
You need to talk to him also.
I will.
This is his cousin, his trainer.
Yes.
An integral part of our team, as well as Sarah. So everyone around him, we're just honest, real people. But in regards to her, I'm really especially proud of her because she's a woman in the game as a VP in promotions. There's none. You can count them on your hand. So I have undying love and support for her and encouragement. Is virtual. I'm really just proud of her as a woman, just paving the way for all of us to come here and be here. So it's extremely significant for me to have a relationship with her because she's a trailblazer and icon. So we have nothing but the utmost of respect and love for this woman right here, and I'm just very grateful to what she said about me because she didn't have to do it. So I'm still like in tears over what she said. So I'm very proud of her, and she has a great career ahead of her. Thank you.
All right. And hello. Oh, okay. So you're not active anymore as a boxer?
No. I had a very short stint in boxing.
How long for?
I only had one fight.
Okay.
But you know, I had an amateur career, and before that, I also did kickboxing. But you know, when I turned pro, which is like 2004. You know, there wasn't a lot of women's boxing going on. There was Layla and Mia, and that was about it. Which Mia is one of my best friends to this day.
To this day?
Yeah, to this day. Absolutely, you know. But
Sorry, I had to say that.
Yeah, of course. There weren't a lot of options for us, you know. After my fight, I tried to get a fight. 3 fights fell out. And, you know, I had a young daughter at the time. You know.
Congrats.
Thank you. And, you know, boxing is a full-time job. You have to really dedicate yourself. And for me as a single mom, you know, it was very difficult, and the amount of pay that I received, it wasn't worth it. So I decided to get into boxing on another angle through management, and I started managing my first fighters, and through there I got into PR, and you know, started working for casinos, and then eventually started working with different promoters. I worked for Roy Jones Jr., Gary Shaw. So yeah, you know, I've kind of worked my way in.
That's very good. That's very inspirational. I mean, for those
Absolutely, it's
that
all
just
about
like
consistency.
100%.
You know, anybody who wants to be a part of the sport, it's all about consistency. You know, I went to all the fights. You know, even if they weren't my events, I just networked, and made my way in, because people that are in boxing, in the business of boxing, they get in it through passion. They just really love the sport, because there's no school that teaches you boxing business, you know, so you just have, it's all about networking and paving your own way, because nobody's going to give you a handout, you know.
So can you say your job role again?
I'm VP of Operations at Greg Cohen Promotions.
For those that don't know what VP means, what does VP?
Vice President.
Vice President. Yeah. Okay, so who's the president?
Greg Cohen.
Greg Cohen, watch out, there's someone coming for you.
Greg Cohen, baby.
There's someone coming for your job, she sounds like. Okay, and is there anything else?
You know, follow me, FINA_GCP, for all the latest Greg Cohen Promotions, Instagram. You know, we got some good upcoming talent, and watch out for Big Baby, man. He's coming for that chin and that title and that belt.
Well, if he does what you say he's going to do, I'm definitely going to be the first to DM you. On,
Absolutely,
are you on
man.
Instagram?
I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
Yep.
And what's your
Sarafina_GCP.
So watch out for my DM on during the second.
Absolutely, you got it.
well, thanks, and then safe flight for tonight, right?
Absolutely, yep.
And
it's been a pleasure.
enjoy yourself. Well, do you enjoy the flights there? Do you enjoy playing food?
I don't enjoy plain food,
No?
not so much. Yeah, I mean, it depends on, you know, you're flying business.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But you know, plain food is plain food.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Enjoy the drinks.
Does that mean you watch what you eat, or you
No,
fly?
no, I don't watch what I eat.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
You're not
I'm not a
vegan.
pig, but you know, I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian, right?
You talked about Jeremiah selling himself and everything, and then
Sure.
what is a big teddy bear. So what was the view of him talking about Anthony Joshua's mom and that?
Anthony Joshua talked about his mom.
Who
Said he's
started-
gonna pay her rent.
But he started it first.
He started it first. I mean, you know, this is what we do. You know, this is selling the fight. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't think it's. Well, it is personal. You know, between them, it is personal.
Is
but
there a way of getting on their skin? It seems to be working.
Of course, absolutely. You know, the fight isn't just June 1st. It's already started.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta if you can mentally break somebody down, you have a better chance in the ring.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've seen he's brought a new side of Anthony Joshua, which we haven't seen him swearing and things like that. So
he's also spent a lot of time in New York and trying to act like us and get our swag too. So, you know, you'll probably hear him saying "word to mother" and you know.
But you see,
it's
I
cool.
think he's a better rapper than Baby Miller, don't you think?
No.
No?
No.
You don't think he beat him in bars?
No.
What about good looking? You think who do you think is the better
Listen,
looking
I'm
one?
not even touching on that. I don't date boxers, so I'm not even touching on that.
We saw them arguing about who's the better looking one, so I just thought we might have a figure. But thanks for spending your time with me, and have a safe flight tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thank
Tonight,
you so
sorry.
much. Yes.
Thank you.
So much.
Ogati signing out.